The Crypto TV. I'm your gracious host, Solo. So, how did one of the biggest banks in America collapse within 48 hours? So, basically, Silicon Valley Bank spiraled when it told its investors that they needed $2.25 billion to shore up its balance sheet. Venture capitalists and other companies panicked. They did a bank run. Now, a bank run is where a lot of people run to the bank, literally in some sense sometimes, and try to take their money out. The problem is the bank doesn't have the money. Remember, guys, just because the bank, you keep your money in the bank, doesn't mean that the bank has all your money, because typically what banks do is they use your money to invest in loans or bonds and other things. And unfortunately, if the funds have been misappropriated or mismanaged, or the investments are failing, well, guess who eats the cost? Yes, you, the consumer, right? Now, all told, customers withdrew a staggering $42 billion of deposits by the end of Thursday, okay? Now, any bank, if $42 billion were to leave, would fail. Now, the government has decided to step in and cover, whatever deposits and withdrawals and whatnot, because of the fact that this is one of the biggest collapses since 2008. And 2008, of course, is when we had the major recession recently. For you young cats that are 25 or younger, if you're 25 or younger, just type in 25 in the chat, okay? Now, coincidentally, crypto has been pumping. Now, why is crypto pumping when it was dumping initially on Thursday? Well, this is an excellent question. Well, two things. Number one, as I just mentioned, the government said that they would step in to bail out the banks. And number two, CZ from Binance, the CEO from Binance, has also mentioned that they're putting $1 billion into the market in regards to BTC, ETH, and BNB, okay? So that's starting a pump. However, what will be very interesting is tomorrow's CPI report to see where the inflation numbers are at, and if the feds will continue to raise the interest percentages on this, okay? So what's very interesting is, from the short term, right now, if we hold this line where we're at right now, we could definitely go to 25K. However, if I am expecting a dip tomorrow, where we might go back down to 21K, okay? So what does this mean for us here in the crypto market? Well, right now, guys, when you see bank runs starting to happen, and I don't mean this in a gloating way or in a way to be dismissive of people, but we might see more bank runs happen in the future. Because when you look at the stock market right now, right, stocks, they had to halt the stock market from trading bank stocks because they were crashing hard. I'm talking about from Singapore to Denmark to Germany, okay? And here you see footage of people in LA waiting to get into a bank. This was on Friday, to get their money out. Now, I do think that this is not the last of it. Now, for those who are in the prophetic, shout out to y'all, right? Shout out to all my prophetic brethren. We know that bank runs and bank failure is nothing, shouldn't be shocking if you've been keeping up with it. So I do think that in the next month or two, April and May, we may see more of this, right? Because of the fact that nobody expected one of the biggest banks to basically be insolvent. And so the reality is then, what does that mean for crypto? Well, in the short term, it's going to be volatile, but eventually I do see this being a catalyst towards mass adoption. Because how would you trust the bank if you couldn't get your money out? I know I wouldn't. So, not financial advice, because you guys know I'm not a financial advisor, but me personally, I'm not telling you what to do. But all I know is this: I have enough money in the bank to pay bills that I can't pay with crypto. That's just me, right? Anyway, guys, to know where we're headed, or to see where we're headed, check out the Patreon. I do a deeper dive on the Patreon. Do not be scared. Do not fret. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why I always talk about having a plan, having a strategy. Because if you've been watching me now for more than 6 months, you definitely should have a strategy in place. All right, guys. Well, God bless you, and I'm out. Peace.